Hello and welcome to another Xperia Tips video where today we'll be taking a closer look at the design of the Xperia 10. Before we get into the meat of this device, let's check off a few things on the outside. First off, this mid-range device comes with Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, which means that your screen is less likely to break or scratch with everyday use. The rest of this handset is actually a rather sleek unibody design made out of a very tough polycarbonate with a metallic coating. On the left-hand side you'll find your SIM tray, and on the right-hand side you'll find your power button, fingerprint scanner and your volume rocker. Up top you'll find the headphone jack, and down below you'll find the speaker and the USB-C charge port. In the UK this phone is available in black, navy and in silver, but you may be able to find the pink version online if you fancy it. The phone measures 68mm by 156mm, which, although is longer than its predecessor the XA2, is actually slightly narrower, yet still packs in a 6-inch display, as opposed to the XA2's 5.2-inch display, and this is where things get interesting. This is Sony's first ever 21:9 display in a handset, and I've done a whole video on it which you can see here. Sony's put a lot of thought into this design to really deliver more to its users. First off, this handset is really slim, especially when you compare it to other manufacturers' handsets in the same price range. And if you think it might be too long for you to reach the notification bar at the top, think again. Sony have implemented side sense into the Xperia 10. So, with a double tap in the right place, not only do you have access to the apps that Sony's AI has determined you're most likely to use, but you also have access to settings and notifications. You can even change the display size from here or by double tapping on the home button, so yeah, they've kind of thought of everything. And before all you lefties start saying, oh, what about us? Well, you can actually change the side sense settings to suit your needs too. And the placement of the fingerprint sensor is perfectly suited for left or right-handed people, as it sits directly underneath the middle finger or your thumb. This means that using this device with one hand, any hand, is an absolute breeze. Then we move on to the actual screen itself. This cinema ratio screen is perfect for watching movies on, as 21:9 is the standard cinema aspect ratio, and when you compare it to the likes of the XA2 with its 16:9 display, or even more current 18:9 displays, you realise just how much better films look on this. Now, here's the thing, it's not just about consuming content on this device, it's also about getting stuff done. Having a screen like this is like having a pocket-sized, ultra-wide monitor in your pocket, so it's perfect for running multiple apps, and Sony has made it really easy to use this feature. Just long press on your first app, select split screen, and then pick your second app. It's really that simple. And the great thing about this is that even if you wanted to watch YouTube whilst texting, the keyboard doesn't interfere with your videos. You can't do that natively on many other phones. There are some which allow you to do app pairing, but that's only with a handful of applications. With the Xperia 10, you can do it with almost anything. And even if you don't want to take advantage of the multitasking, you still see way more of your apps, 24% more to be exact. You see more Facebook, Instagram, games, you name it. Okay, let's talk bezels. Well, technically bezel, as it's only really on one side. Sony need a tiny bit of extra space to put in industry-leading aerials so that this device can excel at the phone part of smartphone. So you'll get fewer dropped calls and better internet connectivity. Also, it means you can have unspoiled viewing without a notch or a punch hole in the display. So, although this phone may look a bit different, there is a reason. In fact, there's several. See more, do more, and even create more thanks to the Xperia 10's camera being able to capture stills and 4K video in 21:9 cinema ratio. Once you get this phone in your hand, trust me, it all makes sense. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more Xperia tips.